So we have having a little bit of technical difficulties. Gonna gonna fix that. So if that ever crashes, uh, no, I don't think it is. Whoop, a lot of technical difficulties. I think it's capture. Yeah, no, you like actually crash the crash. Don't try not to do what you just did. Try not to do what you did. It just seems like the game captures stuff. God dang it! Hold on. Today is a day of like content. It switched on me over there. You're good. You're fine. Okay. I expect things to just keep exploding. Duptaz. Alright. Let's see. Fingers crossed that everything keeps working and behaving itself today. Hello. Hello. Wonderful people. Welcome. Right now, so on the menu, if you hit that exclamation point menu action, I am making some beef bao with peppers and onions eventually in them too. They are an item found in Enter the Gungeon, one that we might get lucky and Jeff might actually get it today. Let me actually see. Here, Jeff, look it up in the little book that we have. We have a physical copy of the book that's actually in the game that you can find I always say it wrong. Ammonomicon. I could do it. I could do words. There's actually a really nice little book from the game. I think they released it a year or two ago. Can't remember. I got it 2 holidays ago for you. So, but they have a lot of they have all the item descriptions in there and like little extra drawings in there. Oh, you found it. We're making that little meat bun right there. The meat bun. Close enough. Meat bun on a roll. One of the items that it combines with is a hot chili pepper. So there are. Well, I'm not making it super spicy because I'm a baby when it comes to spice. But I am going to be adding gochujang to it and some other peppers. So I'm a baby, a wee sweet spicy baby. And I know that. So, Jeff right now, gochujang does this thing. I'm not going to put like half a cup of gochujang in there. But there'll be a good chunk in it. Which is going to be funny because Wednesday I'm actually making something called fire chicken, a Korean dish, and that I'm probably not going to be able to eat, but we're going to do it anyway. Something called fire chicken. So Jeff is going to go ahead and he's going to just start playing a random one. I think once we have a few more people in, we'll start letting people vote on the characters Jeff will play and the different things. So I'll let Jeff kind of explain stuff.
And I also have a mic now, so I can actually talk when things are happening. I'm not going to be talking much when you're doing cooking stuff, but when we're in breaks, I'll probably be unmiked.
There's going to be long breaks today, too.
I also don't know how the volume is, so if I'm too loud or too quiet, let us know.
Yes, please do let us know how things are. Ooh, on a Minecraft blog. Ooh, nice. You know, I just do chilling, relaxing, maxing, no need to worry. So I know right now I need to start toasting a few things. The main thing we need to start first is our meat. The meat needs to cook in the oven for about 3 to 4 hours, which is why this is going to be a nice long one. Okay. That's what we figured. The game music was going to be pretty loud, but we figured the rest of it, if it's too loud, we can adjust that. Just because there will be a lot of bullets and whatnot. But Jeff, you might be able to fix that just in the game itself, so we don't have to... Which is fine. If anything's way too loud, we could adjust right there. Okay, so I'm gonna start by heating my oven at 375. Wonderful 375. Oh my gosh, this morning I woke up and I was like, oh yeah, I totally bought everything for this recipe. Didn't have ginger, didn't have any cinnamon sticks. I was like, what the, what did I do? So I had to run to the grocery store and I was like, okay, fine. Make Vicky run around and be busy. With the ginger, we're not going to remove like the skin or anything. It's not something that's going to be eaten. It's just there to add the aromatics and the flavor. So I'm quickly just going to give that a rinse. How does that sound? Is it too loud? Or the bullet sounds louder than I am as I'm talking occasionally? See if anyone. So I did buy a little more ginger than I probably need, but it's fine. It's what I got. It's gonna be our strong flavor for today. Actually, be nice. And here. Man, my biggest hope is nothing explodes today, but we'll see. Because the thing I forgot was like the way the Elgato had to get connected with everything. I was like, ooh, let's make sure everything's fine. Oop. Still ball. Sorry, I took your game away for a second. There you go. So what I'm starting with is toasting the spices that we have, including the ginger that we're using. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a little bit of aluminum foil on here. And as I mentioned, I have more ginger than the recipe technically calls for, but that's fine. We're going to put that there. Oh, I got to grab my lemongrass. Cinnamon sticks are practically smaller than the ones I've used before. I'll put that there. So a lot of our flavor is going to be from the ginger, cinnamon, we have some star anise, and then lemongrass is what's going to be flavoring our meat. The inside of the buns. Let's see. The last thing I need is the lemongrass. But the nice thing is with H Mart, I'm able to buy like these huge things of lemongrass. So, I mean, they're like giant. But I'm gonna go ahead and kind of like clean it up a little bit and cut this in pieces. Lemongrass is a nice way to add a bit of a citrusy flavor to things, so I highly recommend it as a flavor to use and an item to use in your cooking. Oh, Taz, if you're still listening, I don't know if you saw, but I guess Miss Molly Makes got like a preview recipe from the Destiny book. I know tonight she's cooking something from there. I know you've been asking for secrets, so that's one secret you can get.
The very first chest I find in the game is like a big fancy red chest, and it's a mimic. Because it's like very slightly moving. You can kind of see it's like very slightly breathing.
I think that's funny that you ended up with a
mimic. That's pretty crazy luck, yeah. Because that means I can open it without using a key. Oh
yeah, and you get to fight it, yeah. So I'm gonna go back to the stove focus. So we'll let that fight be the main focus for a moment. Just trying to press my lemongrass so that it's a little open. Did you get anything good? Does it tell you there you got something nice in your Hydro cube? Alright, so I'm going to go back to the stove focus for a moment. So all I've done with my lemongrass is I've gone ahead and kind of like cut it a little bit, just so like the flavors will get released a little more. I'm going to do the same with this upper part. It's going to keep falling if I do things like that. Hi Midas, how are you? Okay. We're probably going to be here for a while this afternoon. The recipe I'm cooking takes about, I want to say, probably 5 to 6 hours. So we'll probably be sitting around for a bit. Watching Jeff play and letting the food cook. Oh, am I missing 1, 2, 3? Oh, I need more star anise in there. I see written down 3. Like I thought I wrote 3, but the picture has 5 of them in there. It's kind of wild. I'm like, oops, kind of goofed that. This game has a lot of references to many other like dungeon crawling video games. Is that the right word? That's like obviously a mock of Link kind of losing his way through a dungeon. You see his like a little shield and sword kind of standing there. It's just like, oh, I can't find my way around here. I don't know where I'm going. Hey, listen, stop that. Yeah. So the game does a lot of like references. It's a big like call out to a lot of other games. I'm doing well. How are you today? So everything that I've put there, I'm gonna we'll switch back to the main camera because this is gonna go into the oven. I'm gonna have to move that for about 15 minutes. While it's doing that, I'll probably just kind of start chopping things away. I know my meat, I'm not going to have to chop it. No, actually it is. It's in big pieces right now. Midas, thank you for stopping by. Like I said, we'll be here for a long time. Very long time. Is that the Deckard? Wait. I need... Actually, what I will probably start prepping is a lot of the different sauces that are going to get mixed in. I put the brown sugar away, and I need brown sugar. So, whatever, we're good. Let me switch cameras again. This game. We don't need this one. I'm going to be shuffling it around. Because I do need to get into my oven. Put that in. While it's doing that, I'm going to mince some garlic. Oh my gosh, this garlic. Alright, I have to show you guys what this garlic is like. I've never seen such a like... I'm gonna turn this back on. Because this camera does a better job focusing. I haven't had any issues so far. Look at this like perfect garlic. It's just like large chunks. It's a beautiful garlic. Did I accidentally buy elephant garlic? No. It's just like the best garlic I've seen. Dang. That's a good garlic. I've seen one that nice. Main camera. With game. No stove. How much do I need? 6 cloves. So beautiful. Yeah, that's exactly what's sitting on there. Like, these are flavors I'm pretty sure you'd be a huge fan of. It's very good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And for once, I'm going to listen to my recipe. I don't need to add extra because that's a large garlic.
Because I'm just goofing on this run and it's my own thing. The shop on the first floor has bullets that make you stronger the more cursed you are. So I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm gonna curse myself and see what happens.
So this save file that Jeff has a lot unlocked. Is a cursed run something you could do right off the bat?
Yeah, you have to do it on the first floor. No,
I'm sorry. Can you the first time you play the game?
I think you either have to beat someone's past ones, or you have to beat the last floor once. I forget which one triggered it.
Okay, so it is an eventual
unlock
unlock.
it.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. My oven beeped at me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this into the oven. 15 minutes, we're just giving it a nice little toast. What?
I lied, that was a terrible idea. I'm too cursed.
Why?
Because it spawned the cursed thing that's chasing me now.
Uh-oh. So, the boss is red right now like that because it's a, double strength enemy because he's just so cursed. Those bullets right now, the bigger. Since he's doing So the big, Death Reaper thing that's in there is because Jeff is too cursed. The bullets are that red and black, which will do double damage from the usual stuff. You definitely, oopsie-doozled that one. Now, is that Death Reaper gonna keep... I think he's... Jeff's not sure how... If it's gonna follow him on every floor. I'm not gonna switch the information yet, but I will. So Jeff accidentally too cursed him. Did the items too that you picked up give you curse?
So the curse shrine, I think, puts you at 90% cursed all the way. And then I bought the cursed bullets, which also curse you a little bit, which backs me out. So now...
You're at 100% cursed.
Yeah.
Then.
So, it's okay, this run isn't gonna go that far. But it'll be funny. I'm pretty sure that Grim Reaper is gonna be there on the next floor.
Mm. Well, at least you have a friend to play with. I find that just crushing the garlic a little bit makes it a little easier to remove the skin from it. So that's what we're doing right now. Kind of make things nice and easy. That little extra sound was... Yep, there he is. Just, Here's a question for you. Obviously, you're busy with things. You don't unmute yourself right away, but think about it. If you took up the bullets and then went to the curse shrine, would it only put you to 90%? Jeff's not sure on that one. Strong start to the second floor. I'm gonna give these a quick little rinse. By all means. But did I? Yeah, time run. I guess one of the unfortunate things with my like oven light being broken and like really not fixable because we've replaced it once and it immediately broke like the next like week. So we could have had one of the like the stove camera just kind of like sitting there being like, yeah, something's happening in the stove. Nothing else here. I'm gonna essentially getting everything kind of set up before I need to start putting everything together for cooking purposes. It's a lot of garlic. I ain't gonna complain. There ain't nothing wrong with a lot of garlic. If anything, that's a good thing. No. Oh, there's a little mini boss. Oh, and it's your favorite mini boss. Just kind of regretting the choice to make this run extremely cursed.
Okay, well, that was a mistake.
Rest in peace.
I could have managed a cursed run if I
You
didn't.
got killed by a pit.
I pushed myself way too far with that one, so that was a mistake.
I guess that early in the run to have it like that ridiculous was a bad choice. You're pushing the switch too far. I guess if you were doing that with maybe the bullet, you would have been in a better place. Is that what you would have wanted? Just do a... You know what you should do for fun? Do a rainbow run while we wait for... As we wait here quietly. I guess you could explain what a rainbow run is.
There's a bunch of different modes in the game. You don't have any of them to start, I think. But one of the things you can do eventually is called a rainbow run, which I think they added in one of the like free updates they've had for the game. And the rainbow run is with our buddy up here. I don't remember his name. But he gets real pumped about rainbow runs. And basically, at the start of every floor, you get a big old rainbow chest that gives you a bunch of options, and you pick one, and the rest go away. Which is super good. But then, in response to that, he takes every other loot away from you. So any chests through the floors, you can't open. Because he's like, hey buddy, you only want a rainbow chest, right? This is the wrong chest, and he gets rid of it. So, it's good and bad. Mostly bad, but kind of good sometimes.
Depending on the selection that you get, it can be very, very good. And the rainbow run's free, so it's not like it costs you points or anything. I've just placed all my garlic in here. We got that kind of sitting in there. Now, we are going to go ahead and kind of prep all the sauces too. Oh, isn't that the skeleton? The baby good skeleton bones? But are any of the other ones like even better than that? An eye patch. Okay, so I need a cup. And I need a bunch of things. Soy sauce, hoisin, rice wine. Let me grab a bunch of that soy sauce. Gochujang. See, and I'll do you proud. I'm gonna use the hot one. The hot gochujang. Rice wine, brown sugar. Okay. Thank you, Sam. So let's see if you scroll up there, knock that down a few. That might be too much. Do like 20. Actually, Sam, let us know. Is that better? Don't do that, Jeff. Jeff's trying to... Actually, there you go. Let us know if that's too loud still. As Jeff just like destroys things. Alright, that's good. Alright, and let us know if it's too low too. We could adjust it. We're very able to adjust things quickly. 3 things. Brown sugar. Maybe more hoisin rice wine. Oh, and the beef stock. I got all my stuff. Because I forgot to take it out. I did a bad job of being prepped ahead of time. So I need a half cup. I'll start here. Start from the top of the list. 4th cup of soy sauce. Hello, Vella. Welcome in.
Hello, Vella. Guess who has a microphone this time?
Guess who came prepared? Guess who's trying to, like, kill their computer? Do you know what you're picking?
So I can't decide.
Baby skeleton.
So this is the arm you get for unlocking the robot's past, and it's really good.
Baby.
But also, this is an adorable baby skeleton, and I don't know what it does.
Baby skeleton.
Okay, skeleton.
Baby good skeleton.
Grave lad. What does he do? He's just dancing.
Oh, I love him.
This hellish servant was lost and hid in a chest. He's yours now. This gun-dead familiar wields moderate power. I don't know what it's going to do, but I'm excited.
I don't want in here.
Oh my god, look how he runs.
Jeff, I think you made the correct choice. Here, let me let people see that a little better. Good. Wait.
Oh, he got stuck.
Okay, so. What game? What these skeletons do in the game to you. Yeah, I know it's for some people it's early on a Sunday, but But I knew we had to start this early just because how long this recipe takes. I mean, if I was typically making it on a Sunday, this is about the time I would probably let it go. I definitely don't want to be like eating dinner at like 9 o'clock at night. We've made that mistake a few times on stream now. No, it's new, but for some people, it's still too early. I'm sorry to hear that, fella. Well, hopefully today we bring a little bit of sunshine into your Sunday. I'm like afraid to drink this because this is like hot tea, and I'm like, uh-oh. So my timer on there is done. So that's the Vicky, get your butt moving timer. Ooh. Oh, that smells very good. Got smacked in the face with like ginger and like the star anise, the scent of those, and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes please. Okay, so what I can do, all that's set up, we're gonna go and make sure we are on the stove focus, because that's where all, oops, the action is gonna be happening. Right there, in that pot. On the TV. On the big screen! Okay, remove the tray, reduce the heat. I've reduced the heat of my oven to 325 at this point. We started at 375. We've reduced it because we want our meat to cook at a low temperature. We don't want it to go for, at that high temperature to cook quicker. We want it to do it nice and slow so the meat gets nice and tender and it shreds nicely eventually. Oh, here it's good. Good afternoon, Crow. Alright, now we're getting people in. So once Jeff finishes like this run, you let this one go. The next one will let the people pick what dungeoneer you'll play and other like facts that they could pick. One thing I know we do want to run is one of the new characters that were added on their last patch of the game, and Jeff has not done that one, and that one's a long playthrough for sure. So I have the Dutch oven there. One key thing with whatever pot you are going to be working with for this recipe, make sure it's an oven-safe pot, something that can go into the oven. You can low and slow cook it on the stovetop if you want. I find that the oven will do it more justice because there isn't as much liquid, so the heat will kind of like circulate in, and make sure it has a nice lid that can sit on it. So this is my big pot that I have for that. So before I get kicking in there, let me grab the meat out real quick. So I don't have to like go too far from there. I'm gonna turn the heat over medium-high heat. And I'm gonna go ahead. The recipe says vegetable oil originally. I've been using, since that writing, I've now used canola oil for the most part. Basically when an oil that doesn't have a strong flavor, because I can't even open this one. This was an current cook. I mean, I like the Great British Bake Off. That's one that I watch a lot. What else do I watch? Oh, we started watching. It's not a cooking show per se, but we were watching Street Food on Netflix. What else I feel like we watched another thing. I'm trying to think cooking shows too. I'm like, Enter the Dungeon. No. You haven't fought these little ones in a while. I'm trying to think what I've watched recently. You know, I could use some good suggestions for good cooking shows to watch. As long as they're on either like Netflix or Hulu or any of that. Or if it's a YouTube person, it's always an option. So I'm cutting these like pieces of meat into cubes. Nothing too fancy. These are beef chuck style boneless ribs. This is what I've used before for this recipe, and it's worked real nice. Chuck beef chuck in general does best when you cook it at a slow temperature. It really is a nice. Oh, I was watching Ugly Delicious. That was pretty good. Chef's Table. Not that super fancy one. The pretentious one. All that is nicely cut and ready. So first things first, we are adding all of the things we've toasted into here to kind of start flavoring our oil. That's the lemongrass. Here goes our ginger. And then our cinnamon that we've toasted, and our star anise that's nice and toasted now. Skelly Baby is all laser eyes. Did you get hit? Oh, you got hit? That's embarrassing. Okay, so you had a nice little connection to that, at least, with the episode. It was somewhere you were and where you went, so you could at least, like... Oh, let's see what you're...
Maybe the biggest problem with Rainbow Runs is there is no text for what each of these things are. So
we have the book.
I can look through the physical book, or I can look through.
That's true. The game also has
game
it.
If I've found it before, and I could see what it does. But there's not a quick way to be like, oh, what does this one do?
Because there's no name.
I know this one is a little R2-D2 that follows me around and shoots things. This is just the cardboard box from Metal Gear Solid.
Is it a use item?
I don't know what it does.
No, the cardboard box.
I don't know.
Okay. Hello, Lemon Drop. So bad with all the fancy stuff's names. I'm bad with names in general. I feel like the one episode I saw of Chef's Table, like, just kind of like pushed me away because I was like, pretentious food person. Not what I usually. That's not like my style of food stuff. So, I'm like, oh no. Uh oh, there's my opposite, Stitch, who's all about them fancy foods. Get caught. So I'm going to go ahead and throw the garlic in here now, too. And then we'll start browning our meat. The Color Factory. Oh, is that the place, the like super Instagrammy place? I've wanted to go, but I haven't been yet. I think we were supposed to go when Jeff's family came into town. But I was too busy with doing Thanksgiving stuff. And then anytime I had time, we would eat something like at your parents' place. It was a time. So what we're doing is we're adding the meat in. We're going to go ahead and brown all the sides of it with all the like extra seasoning and whatnot. That's just going to kind of add that aromatics into it. We'll let that go. I still have. I could probably put it all in actually. Do 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 do. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Let that go. I think it's a good way to look at it. Lemongrass. Lemongrass. Wow. Lemon drop. I'm thinking of the lemongrass that's in there. It's going to be a long day. So that is a good way to like your alter ego, lemongrass. I think that's why shows like the street food one, and like Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown, and the Kind of Ugly Delicious too, is it's visiting like those less prestigious places and more of the like, this is the common folk, this is what whatever attract me more. Yeah, I ain't going super fancy. I'm going for the home cook. So we're just trying to brown this. Nothing too snazzy. Again, the temp's sitting there at about a medium high. And then once all of our meat has browned kind of nicely, we will add our liquids and then ooh. Have you had a chance to do... Okay. I guess I should give the show a little more of a chance than the chance, like the one episode that I was like, third cup. Maybe I will. Oops, sounds like smack things. I will add it to my list of like most of the way I consume my media is through, I'm cooking in the kitchen, so let me have like a background noise kind of just like playing. And a lot of it can be food stuff. Will be food stuff. Gochujang. Hello. And just make a mess. More. So I'm adding about a 4th cup of gochujang to this. Funny because I said, no, I'm not going to be adding like that much gochujang. We want this to have a spicy kick to it. Nothing outrageous. Like, I guess if you want to like up that spice content, I would recommend adding like red pepper flakes or the Korean one, the gochugaru, I believe they're called. Those red pepper flakes in there to get even more of a kick in this recipe. That's nice. That is good to know, because I do know there was like there you are. Liquidy up more than I expected. Just fine. Yes, so the recipe is actually inspired by when you combine the meat bun with, what's the other item called? So that's the meat bun. God, you could unmute yourself too. You could kind of talk it out.
So yeah, the game, they added bonuses when you have certain things that go together. There's a meat bun in the game that heals you a little bit, but if you also, I have to find where it went.
It's like a
there's lot of
chili
items.
pepper or
There's also
something.
a chili. Here we go. A gungeon pepper that deals damage to nearby enemies when you get hit. And it does like a little set bonus thing. I forget what it's called.
No,
I think
so
it was called.
the set bonus is funny because it's called sausage and peppers.
Yeah.
I do not use sausage in the recipe because I thought like chunks of sausage would be a little odd in a bun. So what I do is I add a lot of ingredients that you would have in a sausage, so fennel and some fenugreek, into the dough recipe. So that kind of like comes out and highlights that. So, and the heat that we're adding is because of that combination of the pepper. So it's kind of like a nice little combination of the two. Trying to let that do its thing. The gochujang is a hot pepper paste, so we want to make sure that we kind of whisk it in well. And that we don't have clumps of it, so it's like sitting in certain spots only. I need a half cup of rice wine. Half cup of that. We've already added our soy sauce, our hoisin. I have the brown sugar here, and then we're gonna need beef stock. About 2 cups of it. Basically enough to kind of like barely cover the meat. If that. Sometimes, alright, so this is something I do. It might not be 100% right. So when I have like too much liquid down there, I'll take a little bit of paper towel and kind of run out of paper towel too. Take it with the tongs and just go ahead and kind of like get that up because I don't want it like really boiling stuff. I just kind of want it. There we go. There we go. Oh, sorry, Kanji. A lot of people like spicy. For me, this is gonna be, I think this isn't too spicy, so again, like, yeah, if you want it to be spicier than that, I would recommend the pepper flakes and stuff. You have to watch me suffer on Wednesday with the fire chicken recipe, so we'll see how that goes. Be a good fun time. Whoop. Alright, so this is where we're getting really, really, really close to the point that it's just gonna be me sitting around and Jeff playing his game. Okay, so all the meat is basically browned. Sure. Nothing sticking too strongly there. I'm gonna throw in, bam, brown sugar. Bam. Everything but the broth. So I need 2 cups and that thing only had 1 cup left. Space-wise. No rainbow, no item. So you finish the like quest for him and it's like, nah, you get nothing. Are you able to buy items from the shop or no? No? Okay, that's funny. Alright, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of like mix everything up real well. Since our brown sugar was just kind of like added in there, I'm gonna make sure to kind of take a look and see if we're gonna need a little extra broth or not. We might, yeah, I think I'm gonna need just a teensy weensy bit more. The Gorgon. Yeah. I'm gonna add a little extra of the broth. Oh no, get your coffee! I know Jeff has his coffee right now. But it's Sunday, so a lot of us are just like, too much stuff to do. Okay. I think I might need a little more. That should be good. So yeah, it's like just barely covered and nicely in there. So what I'm gonna do is read my recipe one more time. Pour it together. Ba, ba, ba. All right, I'm gonna let it go to a boil, a slight boil, and then we'll cover it, and then we'll put it into our oven. And then we get to play the long waiting game until about an hour and a half before, where we'll start the dough. Maybe 2 hours before. Kind of clean my mess up a little bit. Ooh. Is that the 6th chamber or whatever? Yeah. Oh, the yellow chamber? Quickly put stuff away. As we wait. Okay, that's almost where we want it. Yeah, fatter bullets. Careful.
I don't actually know what this gun does still. I've been using this thing called High Caliber, and it looks like when I hit someone, their like soul comes out of the back of them. And I think if I run into it, it hurts them again, but I don't know for sure. I don't know.
Sounds... Huh. Huh. Fine. Once this comes up to a slight boil, we will go ahead and swap our category. I should have brought a chair already over here. For a good chunk of this, I get to just kind of chill. I get to chill. think 3. So an hour and a half. Which is about one good run. I mean, the studio that did this is out in Austin. That's the dude that you know that did the music. I'm not sure if that was like contract work or if he's part of like the Dodge Roll team. I like the baby good skeleton. Okay, you never met the rest of them. Wonder if they keep to themselves. Oh. That's unfortunate. Oh, okay. So when there's a lot of game soundtracks and a raptor. Oh, that's pretty. That's neat. Wait, are those... Okay, what is that gun? Are we like throwing the moon at them? Sure.
It looked like when I ran into that thing, it like killed him and took out the person next to him, but it's hard to shoot an enemy then get behind it, so it's kind of difficult to use.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and swap things real quick. Right away. We're just gonna sit in there. We're gonna switch over to enter the dungeon. Boop. Oh, okay. Your run's kind of mediocre. Yeah, we could. Hold on. Let's give it a moment. Move things around. Let me put the pot in the. Okay, so I do want to. Okay, so I have the like pull extension thing running on Twitch, so we can see.
I was curious if it would work or not. I tested it, and yeah, this jerk is sitting on the chest.
So that's so funny.
I took this so you wouldn't be tempted by non-rainbow chests. What
Your
a jerk.
rain, buddy. All right, so we're gonna. Well, Jeff just kind of keeps doing this run, so we're gonna test something. This? No. The pull stuff. You could keep it there. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if this works. If I hit. So Jeff's gonna let you all pick what character he's gonna play, but I guess before I activate the pull, do you want to go through each of the characters and kind of describe them?
I can briefly go through. Once it loads the breach back up. So we got. I'm not going to play this character quite yet. Also, I just unlocked this character, but I'm excited to try them out.
We'll probably do that after this run.
Yeah. We got the Bullet, who's a little bullet boy with a sword. Sword kind of like Link, where if I'm at full health, it shoots a little projectile. We got the Marine, who is just kind of a generic standard character, has a nice little pistol and some better aim. We got the Pilot, who can buy stuff cheaper and has a lockpick that occasionally works and can open chests for free. Or if it fails, it jams the chest and you can't open it. We have the Convict, who has a shotgun and a Molotov. We have the Robot, who doesn't have any health, only armor, so you cannot heal if you get hurt. But they've got a pretty good gun, and they can like spill liquid coolant on the ground and then electrocute it. We have the hunter, who has her own little corgi pet and a crossbow. And that's it. There's technically another character that I haven't unlocked yet, and the character in the purple on the right is for co-op. I can't play them myself.
I'd be a detriment. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let's test this to see if it actually works. If I hit Mint, are you sure you want to add the new poll? Hit yes. And then rushing the vote session will allow viewers to vote again. Edit this poll. So I think if you click on the side of the stream, there should be a thing currently, like on the actual stream window. President didn't say anything in like the chat stuff, so let me look. Otherwise, we'll have to. Yeah, no, it's okay. Yeah, if you hover over it, there's like the Twitch picks thing. Is there any option below? There's no poll. Because of course, Twitch, your extensions aren't going to be happy and making me and be easy to use. Thanks, Twitch. Manage playlist. Add poll. What character? Yeah, it goofed on me. Bullet. Marine. Pilot. Convict. Robot. Hunter. Are you sure you want to add this new poll? Yes. How do I view the results and stuff? No, it's in the thing. I don't know how this works. Meh. Edit this poll. Oh, there we go. I could see what characters y'all voted for. Okay, so if you look on the that-handed side, not if you're on mobile, it probably isn't going to work. But if you're on a thing, there should be a thing called Twitch picks, and you should be able to click one of them. Let me know if it works, because I'm curious if this extension's doing anything. Yeah, I don't know if anyone's able to use it. Sam, you're see it. 4K. Oh, he's on mobile. Well, right now you have one vote for the hunter then. Yep. I guess you're playing the hunter.
The hunter it is. You vote for the hunter. I will say, out of all the characters, I think I like the hunter, like, play-wise, the least. But you picked it, so here we are. The little corgi doesn't actually fight or do anything, but on occasion will find items in the ground after a room is cleared. So I've had runs where the corgi didn't do anything except look cute, and I've had runs where
you gotta show them the most important thing.
Yeah, where the corgi was great. But the most important thing is
You can pet the dog.
Its back leg starts kicking. Don't get me wrong, the corgi's the best. I'm gonna turn off the rainbow run.
Interesting.
Give me back my single color chest, please. Boo. Alright, let's go, Kanji. Kanji, can you find loot in chests in dungeons? No, all Kanji can do is just lay there. Being a sleepy boy.
He is putting a timer on. Actually gonna put it on for 75 minutes. At that point is when I'll probably do the dough, but we'll see.
The hunter does start with 2 weapons. All the characters start with a weaker sort of pistol that doesn't run out of ammo, so you always have something to attack with. But the hunter also starts with a crossbow, which is, it's fine. It's fine.
I've seen you play and you've typically tossed it out to be like,
Yeah.
whatever, this is dumb.
Oh, I got more ammo for my crossbow.
Not the other gun that you have?
The crossbows. Well, I wasn't even looking at the screen for a second. The crossbow is good for like sudden getting spooked by an enemy and hitting it like that. But really just early on. After that, it's kind of too weak and too slow.
What are you doing, Kanji? Are you being a good boy?
If anyone has not played Enter the Gungeon, I highly recommend it.
It's actually on if you have the Game Pass right now, you could play it on there. The Xbox Game Pass. It's both on PC and the Xbox itself.
You can
there.
flip tables. And then move them. It's got everything. Even a corgi.
Well, I know for me, like, I can't play these kind of games. Like, my head's just like, what do you mean? You have to do that. But I've really enjoyed watching Jeff play this game. Just because every run is a bit different depending on the items that you end up getting.
And as you play through the game, you unlock more and more things. You start off... Oh, I got a...
Oh, the Winchester.
I don't know if the corgi found that or that was just free loot from the room. I didn't hear it barking. If I open my Ammonomicon, these 2 tabs here, these show all of the things that I have unlocked that are now available to be picked up. So these spots that are unknown are things I don't have yet. And the spots that have something but it's grayed out and with no information, I have them unlocked. I have not picked them up yet. So these are still available but hidden. But there, as you can see from the screen, there are a ton of items in this game, which is cool because as you play it more and more, you get more and more variety, and the runs get more and more different, especially depending on what you find. Some of the guns are very goofy, like the magic lamp shoots this like spooky blue cloud, and if you hit something 3 times, it summons a genie, and the genie uppercuts whatever you hit, and I love it. Some of these are more generic things. Some of these are a demon head that spews flames. A lot of these are references to things. The mega hand might be a a reference some people might know about. Some of them are weird stuff like a unicorn horn that shoots magical rainbows. But yeah, it's very good.
I mean, a super meat gun. Probably super meat.
Oh god, the super meat gun. Did I
And
just pass that?
That's what you were on.
Was it this one?
No, it was called the super meat gun right there. Up, up, up.
Oh,
You don't have it.
I don't have the super meat gun.
I mean, it looks like a
The
little
picture
grayed
looks
out.
like a block of meat. This is a Winchester. Yeah, the blue guy, Sonic.
The
Yeah,
blue
you
guy,
got it.
Sonic. Actually, there is a mode you can play in where there is like a blue. It looks like a dog more than anything.
It's one of those like dogs with the are they Saint Bernards, the
Yeah.
ones with like the barrel under their neck that have like emergency supplies. It's a blue dog named Sonic who asks if you want to go fast.
With like onion rings and hot dogs at its
Yeah.
feet.
Yeah, and it speeds the game up if you want to. This is just a merchant. It's a door.
No, it's
This
a
is a
padlock.
door who wants keys. I don't think I'm gonna buy any of this right now, but I might come back.
Don't you want the ballot? Because it's so cool.
The ballot is proof you voted, and all it does is it makes you cooler, which is a hidden stat in the game that I think makes ammo drop more often.
Is cool the opposite of...
Cool and cursed, you can get both at the same time.
Okay.
Curse is another hidden stat that you can kind of get depending on what you do and what items you get.
I made chili dogs already. Specifically for Sonic. I think it was one of his birthdays. Which, let me tell you, them chili dogs, real good. Do we have any Sonic games?
I don't know.
Yeah, you do.
We have the...
You have Sonic Adventure 1.
Oh god, I have Sonic 3D Blast for the Sega Saturn.
But your Sega Saturn is broken.
Yeah.
Wait. Does that come out this week? The Sonic movie? Oh my gosh. I feel like it's this week. I'd imagine you probably could pick up some Sonic game pretty cheap.
We have a Sega collection for the PlayStation 3 that has all the
Yeah.
Sonic... Oh, a lot of the Sonic games.
Because the chili dog, the chili for the chili dogs does take a while to make. That's this week, I guess. Dang. I should have planned that better. Well, Jeff, since I goofed up and we don't have Galby, we can make chili dogs instead. Maybe do that next week. If our PlayStation 3 works, even. I'd be curious. Let me look on old Steam. Steam store. Catalog. Search the store for the Sonic. You get Sonic Adventure 2 for $10. That's the correct one to play, not whatever you were playing.
Oh, I was playing Sonic Adventure 1, and
Sonic Adventure
was
1
not-
is, I
was
did
not
not play
great.
that.
it was not great.
Oh, there definitely has to be, like, food in the movie. But I'm really bad at going out to see movies. I mean, the two of us are. It's just because it's more time that I have non-existent. But I could see doing... I do like the idea of doing Sonic. I actually like the older Sonics are like $5 a pop on Steam, so that wouldn't be like a horrendous. Yeah, Hedgehog is $5. Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Hello. I'm gonna call you Soy. We do not speak any Russian here, so it's not, we can't help with that. The Sonic Mania? Is that the newest one? That one is on Steam and it is like $20. Because I haven't... So I'm not playing. My husband is playing off camera right now. I'm actually dealing with, like, we're making a recipe from the game. Right now I have some beef kind of like cooking in the oven. It's like slow cooking. So we're going to make the meat bun that you could find in the game. I'd say my husband's pretty good at playing. I mean, he did a good job of killing the boss without getting hit.
I'm on the throne. I'm fine. I'm fine at it.
You're fine. He's fine.
It's fine.
I think you're good. You're not a top tier player, but you're good enough.
I got, what is this gun called? Brick Breaker. Wrong kind of mortar. Achoo!
Wait, what?
It shoots Koopa shells.
That's amazing. And that sticks around for a bit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting gun. I don't think we've seen that one.
I've seen it before. I don't get it that often. Legends tell of a mysterious alchemist who could turn bricks into coins, turtles, mushrooms, and a wide variety of other things. If true, this gun is a poor facsimile of his abilities, but is still useful nonetheless. I think they're talking about Sonic.
Oh, they're talking about Sonic. Every reference is going to be a Sonic reference now?
Sonic reference, that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
What time is it? Oh, I'm gonna let Kanji out real quick. Because he would need to... And you have your own mic, so... Jeff, this is your stream now.
It's my turn. Why does Kanji lick his bed? Oh my god, we've had Kanji for 7 years, and we still don't know. While Kanji's gone, I'm gonna pet my virtual corgi. There's a couple secrets and things in this game, so I don't know if anyone is spoiler averse, but there's going to be a little bit I do that is stuff that the game doesn't tell you about. Just for the sake of making it more interesting, there was a room on this floor that I didn't make any comment about, but I hit a secret switch that was behind a fireplace, and that actually revealed this bonus room. And the bonus room, if you walk in here, has a trapdoor with... Basically, it's an entrance to a floor 1.5, because I'm on floor 1. If I went into the elevator after the boss, then I would go to floor 2, but this is kind of an extra intermediate floor. I sometimes skip it, sometimes do it. I feel like I might as well because I have enough money to spend 2 keys and try to get something useful out of the floor. I don't want to spend another key before I go down, because sometimes it helps to always have 1 key handy. So I'm going to break these chests. On occasion you get something good out of it. Usually it's just junk. But I might as well break them. Sometimes they'll drop like health if you break them, that kind of thing. But they were not nice to me. Also, in a very small chance, the junk will actually be very useful, but more than likely, it'll just be junk. Whee! Oh, Kanji, you got a tasty treat? You generally don't want to break the chests, but if you're not going to open them, you kind of might as well, because just leaving a chest without anything it doesn't do anything. There is something you can get if you pick up junk. I don't want to spoil what it is, but once it happens one time, the chance goes down. I don't know the numbers in my head, but like the percent chance of junk being more than just junk is pretty tiny. So I probably won't see it happen today, probably not especially, but it's pretty nice when it does. I'm trying to see what this shell thing does. Besides just add more noise for me to not see where bullets are. Maybe I'm going to use that a little more sparingly. As I get hurt a bunch. Oh, this enemy is funny, because this enemy is like a bullet casing that got blown out. If I go to the other side of it, you can kind of see it's like it's exploded, so it can't aim well. It's really just an enemy that waits for you to panic. Look like a cowboy hat. No, I think it's supposed to be like the yeah, like the top blew out.
You know what I'm gonna pull out? Thing we made on Wednesday. Sometimes it's like impossible to put on my back pocket. There we go. Always get tasty.
The game is giving me so much ammo all of a sudden. I guess I should use my
I feel like the
fancy
game
guns.
does that sometimes, where it's just like, here, here's everything.
I kind of have the I'm spacing out on it, the new Legend of Zelda game on the Switch.
Link's Awakening?
Yeah, no, not that.
Oh,
the
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah, I can't think what I'm getting shot at in this game, I guess. I have a little bit of like Breath of the Wild syndrome, where I'll get a bunch of really fancy weapons, and then I'm too afraid to use the ammo on them. So I'm just like firing my dinky starting pistol with a bunch of fancy stuff in my pocket. I need to use my other weapons more often than I tend to. Oh, I got a free chest.
So the ice cream sandwiches
Oh.
when they kind of worked, they were like really difficult to eat. Jeff, do you want me to put a half out a bowl for you? Because I know you waited for a very long time for it to like.
Oh, yeah.
Here, I'll put this on the side.
I got a potion of gun friendship. Temporarily increases combat ability.
Ooh, take a switch picture of that one.
Switch picture, okay.
Cool.
+1 to gun. It's on the bottom right. I think it's just an item that
That's actually hidden.
Oh, you can't see it. Yeah, because the camera. That's fine. It's the same icon, but down there. Most items in the game, when you use them, they have like a recharge that just waits for you to do damage to use them again. So if I use it, I'll still have it. I just have to do more damage. These things are jerks. They didn't really do a whole lot against me.
Like trying to find a way, because I have like a mat at the bottom, and it's like I can't move. Oh, Jeff, I was looking into that Exit the Gungeon, the next one they announced. I guess it's already like a mobile game, but I guess it's coming out for everything else
Oh, okay.
soon. Oh, it's very cold. My teeth. My teeth. But they also have like an arcade game that they're releasing soon. Or maybe it's out already? That real quick, because I was looking at their site the other day. Roll. Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead. That's their like cabinet title that they're releasing this year. Oh, next month. Ooh, I wonder if we'll be able to see if there's any in Austin. Because if there's anywhere that they'll definitely be at, it'll be in Austin. Yeah, no, this game's very, very good. And I know when they released the last like update, it was like, okay, we want to start doing other things, but then, of course, the other things are now Exit the Gungeon, which is that, like a, what do you call it? Not this view, but the straight-on view, like normal, like Mario and stuff.
Oh, like a side-scrolling shooter?
It almost is kind of, but I don't know if it's like much movement. It's almost like you're on an elevator. And then the cabinet, the cabinet game looks like a House of the Dead style game.
Actually, don't know if I knew about the cabinet game that they had.
That was announced recently. So that'd
Oh,
be,
okay.
I would imagine, yeah, that it's probably, there'll be at least something in Austin since they're out there.
Ooh.
So
See, this is why I always have an extra key, because this is, I think, the most valuable chest. You usually get good things from it. I don't remember exactly what this does, but I know it gave me an extra heart container. I think it increases all of my stats. Riddle of Lead. Good, because I'm not playing well, so I could use the extra health.
That's all the enemies. Like the book has a little player, like a section for player notes. You could write additional notes in here. And Jeff, I wish you had this super hot watch, but that's a very difficult item to unlock.
Yeah. I think if I was trying to get the super hot watch, I could do it if I played the bullet and was just kind of as careful as I could be. I got close the other day.
As a Marine, actually.
Oh, was it as the Marine?
Yeah.
I think you're right. I don't know if I'm playing well enough today to get close, but we'll see.
Riddle.
Kanji, you gonna go back on your bed?
Go get back on your bed, good boy.
He's just sniffing around the kitchen like, what am I doing here?
It just has the description that's in the game. That was called the Riddle of Lead. This is definitely a game that gives you some hint of what a lot of the items do, but it's nice to kind of have the wiki up to get like the full rundown sometimes. That's an S quality item. So one of the things the game does is, as you're like going through the game, items have certain tiers, and as you hit those higher tiers, it reduces how often you'll see something at a higher grade, right? So they try to keep a balance of seeing really good items and some more mediocre. It grants a heart container, fully heals the player, increases damage by 30%, increases your speed by 10%, increases dodge, roll, and table sliding speed by 15%. When at 1 heart or less, you have a 50% chance to negate damage. So that's all the upgrades that gives.
That's a lot of fancy stuff.
It is pretty,
Oh,
the pup! You go
the
pet
pup
that.
actually found something. Good job, pup.
Pet that good boy.
Good job, pup.
Not you, Kanji, sorry.
Kanji, you didn't find me anything.
You didn't do anything, Kanji.
Whee! Just send the shells.
Has it only been shells, or has it done other things?
I think it's only shells.
Okay.
I'm sure there's a set bonus. I'm not sure what would give it a bonus, but something would probably modify how it fires. But there's not a good chance that like any specific bonus shows up. I don't know if there's any sort of drop logic in the game that tries to give you sets, or if it's just all completely random.
I think that's something they've changed. If you look at your options, so I think you have the right. There's like different loot tables that it could pull from. I think one of the updates fixed that, where more like if you have something, things that will pair with it will drop more often.
I don't have any keys. Can't go that way, and
Well,
I can't open
it's
this.
a bad chest.
Yeah, this is the second worst rarity, so don't really need to spend a key on it. Well, I guess time to fight the boss. And the boss on this floor, since I am on the oubliette, is always the exact same boss. The big slime. I think it's called King Slime.
He's so happy.
He's very happy. Well, I don't know.
That's happy.
He does a little bit of a yell. Oh, sorry.
No.
4-star General Blobby Lord. I had the name completely wrong. Oh, I couldn't see where I was because I was on the bottom corner. Actually, I don't think you get a extra heart container if you beat this without getting hit
No,
anyway.
that is correct. Any of the like side ones, I don't think so. Oh, so hi, Tubi. How are you this evening? I mean, you're in the evening. Actually, not as late as you usually stop on by, because we're in the afternoon here. We currently have some beef in the oven, kind of cooking, doing like a nice slow cook. And that meat will eventually be going into our meat buns that we're making based off of an item in Enter the Gungeon. I mean, it would be nice if that item actually dropped for you today, Joe.
I know. Get some shells.
The shells are kind of really funny. I don't know how much damage they're doing.
If I could actually aim it like horizontally in a straight line, they could keep hitting the boss, so it could be pretty good. But I don't know if I aimed any of those correctly.
Tom said to use a good gun.
I don't actually have that many good guns. The Riddle of Lead is a really good item, and everything else is kind of mediocre. I guess the Winchester is probably the best one I have.
Yeah, your what you've gotten so far has been pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
I mean, that kind of happens with some runs, and of course, because we're on stream, you're gonna have the worst run, the worst item drops.
Oh, when you beat the boss, there's just this little baby left.
There actually is an item in this game called, are they just called tears? Tears.
Yeah, yeah.
And that is a Binding of Isaac reference. This game is just riddled with references. Just the entire thing.
I could probably.
And they made the
find
sound like from Binding of Isaac and stuff too.
So many weapons.
Looks like it's just a blue.
Which one of these looks like tears?
Looks
No,
like
this is a balloon gun. That one's funny. Or was it an eye to shoot tears? I don't remember what it looked like. There are just so
I thought
many.
it was just like a blue circle.
Maybe I missed it. Grasshopper. I think this is a Men in Black reference.
I've also bought like some pretty terrible buns, like the frozen kind. Actually,
Oh, here it is.
oh there, yeah, it looks tearjerker.
Tears are a surprisingly effective projectile for exploring dungeons. Uh-oh.
Oh, you had to improvise a steaming setup? Oh, what did you end up doing?
I got a banana.
Wow, you are really not getting anything good this run.
Yeah.
If I almost wonder if you just,
I can't give up now. I have a banana. I am going to feed some of these guns to the gun muncher.
Oh, you do have a gun muncher, so you could at least try that.
Yeah.
See if you get something good.
Give it 2 guns, and it gives me back a different one.
Crossbow.
By crossbow. It can't eat my infinite ammo gun. I like the Winchester, but it's almost out of ammo. Yeah, sure. Here you go, gun muncher. Regular shotgun. How exciting.
You might just want to restart this run. Pick the same character.
A regular shotgun. There's nothing special about it.
Or switch over to a paradox, or what's it called?
I'll go one more floor and see what happens.
Oh,
Oh, I should break some of the chests.
Two
Maybe I'll-
saucers in the bottom
maybe
of
I'll
the
get lucky.
pan with a steel plate. Have it to have on top. Oh. Interesting. As long as it worked, right? Water in the bottom and the plate that held above the water. And a lid, of course. To like keep the steam in there. If it worked, right? So these buns are actually kind of interesting because we're not.
We could put the kanji cam back on. He's basically.
Is he in the
lifespan.
camera?
Yeah, I could turn it.
Oop. No, yeah, he's like in the darkness. Rather than like doing a whole steam process, we go ahead and pan fry the bottom of them, and then we add a little bit of liquid to let that kind of steam in a pan. So it's slightly different.
Banana. The banana's actually
fried,
not that
but
bad.
pan fry, like just directly on a pan. Not a lot of oil or anything like that. Yeah, so these are different than the usual buns that I've done steamed buns and other buns, but this one are very different. Game's being real rude to you. Oh.
No. I don't know if I can get that target from there.
Oh.
Nope. Cog of Battle. Actually, that item's not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
Cog of Battle is a active reload from Gears of War. It's okay.
I think you should restart.
You think so?
Mhm.
I guess I can. But I got a banana. Achoo! Nothing can go wrong. I've got a banana. Oop.
Look at the sound that the shells make.
It's pretty good. Oh, another gun muncher.
It's what you always wanted.
Just feed it even more items. I don't even have a key.
Does he have any keys for you to buy? At least there's one key to buy. So something I've learned with specifically these doughs, like the dough for bao and whatnot, you use both, and it kind of gives it a nice, like, fluffy texture that ends up rising real nice when the steam happens. What are you staring at, kind of? I was like really intensely staring at the wall. There too. Okay. Yeah, the texture that you get out of the bun ends up being obviously different than the bread or something. So you want it to rise and get like nice and airy and fluffy. That's kind of one of the important elements of bao. And the thing I've learned over the years is, one, you don't want it to rise for too long, and you don't want to overwork the dough too much. If you let it rise too much, I usually now give it like between an hour to 2 hours of rising time, no more than that. Because I actually have a friend at work. Her dad was born and raised in China and is a very good cook, and so I've gotten tips from them, like things you should do with like bao and stuff, and the different things that like work well with it. And one time Jeff gave her one of the buns he made. He made some custard ones, and right away she's like, "Oh yeah, you let this rise too long." And I was like, "Oh, interesting." Like, she's like, "Yeah, that's why it's like that." So I was like, "Oh, okay. Let me make sure I kind of like fix that." Oof. I love when I'm able to like get pointers from other people. Like Jeff is always brutally honest with any of the cooking I do, but it's also nice to have other people, especially like with the 2 book projects. I'll always have like I have more people come over because I'm making a bunch of food, but it also gives me different insight from other individuals. Not all of them are like cooks, but they all eat food, so they're able to be like, "Hey, this doesn't taste right," or "Hey, you should up this to make it better." It's always nice. I'm always wanting to learn and wanting to make sure that we're like making food correctly.
Oh, I had the metronome the other day. What does this one do? Oh, improves gun on each sequential kill. This was actually pretty decent. Not good against a boss, but...
Just a regular shotgun.
The regular shotgun is surprisingly useful right now. I didn't think it'd be good.
Well, that's good that it's actually
It's
like...
the beholster.
Looking at the kanji cam and the way he's like laying and hiding behind the bed is real funny. He's there. Kind of chilling. I never noticed the like evil like skull looking thing on his backside.
Oh,
Sorry,
got
Jeff.
it.
It's because I'm talking.
So close. What's this? Morning Star, Satellite Rain. Oh. Okay, I got a set bonus. Chest High is the best high is the set name. So this is a part of the game that's a little bit obscure because it tells you the set right there, and when I highlight this gun, you can see on the bottom my cog of battle is highlighted. Because this is that gun from Gears of War where you hold a tracking beam down and like an orbital strike comes down. I have two things from Gears of War, so I have a set bonus. The problem is
All right.
nothing in the game tells me what happens.
Again, this is where the wiki comes in to
You
help.
kind of can like use the gun and see what happens.
So,
but, yeah.
I gotta let you know. It says if the player also has Cog of Battle, Morningstar's damage is increased by 25%, and the Macho Brace effect is activated after flipping tables.
I'm not quite sure what that means.
The effect of a Macho Brace is when coming out of a dodge roll, the player briefly glows yellow. The first shot fired while glowing yellow is 30% extra. So I guess when you do it on a table,
Oh, because
You
it's Gears
chest
of
high
War.
wall. Yeah.
That's silly. Oh,
I'm just like, whatever. I got nothing going on today. Yeah, Kanji, you got a big old snack? Wasn't that nice? You had a surprise treat because I was feeling nice. Like, whatever. Whatever, human.
you don't want to go in your bed? You're more comfortable against the wall?
Kanji, quit it. Quit it.
He's just looking at us. I'm gonna try this new weapon. Oh.
Okay.
Well, that is a weapon. Gonna save that one for later.
Oh no. Oh, that looks the little like hearts out of him is kind of silly. I'm kind of sad because like Twitch is taking their time. I did submit another emote because we got an emote slot I think like 2 weeks ago now. But it's not up. It's not up yet. I wonder what the delay is. Maybe a bunch of people hit like a threshold all at the same time, and so there's like just a bunch of people waiting. Okay,
My
that
virtual corgi got him an item. Good job.
You didn't pet that dog.
Come here. Here's a pet.
There you go. Kanji, why can't you find us keys?
You never find us any keys.
So a bunch of new affiliates. I think I've heard like January tends to be like a pretty busy time for people watching streams. I imagine that's probably true. The list of things that they probably have to go through are relatively high, and they're just like, oh, I guess we gotta deal with this. Which, it'll get up eventually. It would be nice if there was like a queue, maybe like a queue number to be like, this is how far along it is until you're getting approved, just so you're not like, well, I hope it didn't get lost. Okay, now he's just in the corner. Let me fix that.
I don't know if I want to buy any of these cursed items. Well, just hiding in the corner. I feel like he's gonna be there for like all of 10 seconds, then move again. I'm not sure if moving the camera is worthwhile, but that is a pretty good angle.
these kind of streams are nice because I sit here for a bit and just be like, whatever. Compared to my normal Sunday where I'd be doing like 3 different recipes, just trying to like do research. So.
I don't remember how good this regular shotgun normally is, but I think because it fires a bunch of pellets and the riddle of lead is increasing its damage.
30%. It's 30% increased damage.
Okay, but I think also with the cog of battle, I think this is also increasing damage if I do a good reload.
Oh.
And the metronome is increasing the damage. I think it's making this shotgun very good.
It's saving the run, is what Jeff's saying.
Yeah, it's been pretty strong.
Well, that's good.
I just hope I get some more ammo for it, because I'm like 2/3 of the way through.
Ooh. Does the shop not have any ammo? Or I don't know if
it might. I haven't gone and checked.
Oh, okay. It's one of those like last resorts. You don't want to end up doing that if you don't need to.
Right. It'd be better. Actually, here's the shop. It'd be better if I can just find ammo, so I don't have to buy
having
it.
to spend.
They don't have ammo anyway.
Hey, it's back again.
And what is this? Melted rock.
Okay.
I just looked up what this was, and I already forget. Fortune's Favor and Melted Rock. The Fortune's Favor was near the top. Enemy bullets go wide. Oh, it's an active use item. So I guess you use it and bullets miss you.
And it's one of those, is that something you want to be doing?
I don't know. What I have right now is pretty good because it also adds damage to all of my hits. So it's making the shotgun even better. So I don't think I need to buy that.
Okay.
But the Melted Rock I've actually never picked up. I think I might buy it just to like.
I'm not gonna look it up.
Have it.
That's something we don't do. Also, we don't like look up things before stuff gets purchased because we kind of want to.
Oh, it's a use item. Corpses explode.
That's unfortunate.
I don't think I want that. That's interesting. I don't quite get it. I'm sure it's a reference to something. This rock is a testament to one poor soul whose agony was so great that it still echoes in the bodies of the freshly deceased. Yeah. The problem with items is that you can't, like, leave them on the ground and come back later, because I will show you as an example. If I walk out of the room and then come back...
I think you have to go further. Up. Oh. You spooked him.
I spooked him, but he'll be back. There is a rat that shows up. I think it should come back. Well, it'll take the item away at some point. Probably after this room.
I mean, that's the game's way of like being like, oh, you can't leave things just kind of sitting around.
If I go back.
There
Let's see now.
We've hit like the first hour mark,
yeah.
I think, of it being in the oven. Oh, a little less than that, and now it's starting to like smell in here. Pretty strong. That's actually something. There he is.
Thanks for the melted rock, jerk.
Is that the rat that you fight if you go through that floor?
Yeah, I've actually never fought the rat boss. I think I figured out how to get to it once. Does it stand for rat? I forget what it stands for. It's something rat.
Let me look it up. I'll look it up real quick.
Risky rat. I don't actually know.
I ain't got nothing going on right now.
I've only tried to fight that boss once because there's a bit of a puzzle to actually get to it. And when I did, I wasn't really prepared, so after this
Resourceful rat.
Resourceful rat, thank you. After this run, I might take a stab at that boss. But it won't be this run because I didn't do a thing. I got some ammo. Thanks, game. So nice of you, game. No, there was health in there. I don't think it should go away. The rat does not take health. Or whatever reason.
Really artsy with the kanji cam today.
That's very good. Look at him. I'm being distracted by my own dog licking the bed. Kanji, why are you doing that?
Well, leave him alone, because then he's going to move away.
Yeah. What's in this room?
Please, kanji, I'm just trying to...
See, this is why I have keys. I want to open it before it explodes.
Oh, is an another use item?
Yeah, actually, this is better than what I have. Double vision, one for each of you. I think it makes a second one of me, so all the shots I fire will be 2 shots. So that's very good.
Yeah, I never thought of that recipe. We could do a recipe for that one too.
I think it's just a jug of moonshine.
It's supposed to be like moonshine, but
yeah.
We could make like a real strong.
The favored brew of 2-shot Arius? During her time in the Gungeon, she claimed that drinking before a gunfight would double her effectiveness in combat, but for obvious reasons was not taken too seriously. Perhaps there is some truth in her tales.
The fact that it has like the X's on the van right there is definitely a moonshine reference. Just in general, I think that's typically what it looks like.
Mm-hmm. Well, time to fight the boss. Oh, there's some bad bosses here. Do I keep the shotgun? No, I should keep the shotgun, and if I get hurt, I lose the metronome bonus, at which point I can change guns.
Yep.
Because if I get hurt, or if I change guns, then the metronome bonus goes away until I get more kills to charge it up again. So, I should save it. Okay, this isn't the worst. There are some way worse. Oh my god, Kanji's picture. Oh my god. Oh,
yeah, I know. That's why we're getting real artsy with Kanji today. Sorry, I can't say his name.
I got hurt. Time to swim.
You got hurt right away. I see the 2 lasers.
Well, actually, I don't think they're hitting it because it's moving too much. There we go. Oh, got hurt.
So you're...
Oh, got hurt. Could have been better.
Leave him be. Please, as long as he's like playing to the camera today, I will utilize it.
This is my least favorite weapon.
Why are you still playing this run then?
This ant fires oil. And when you reload it, it spins the ant around and the back end fires fire. Which is the worst because you also can get hurt by your own fire. So it's terrible. It's simply the worst.
Jeff, I feel like this run has been telling you.
No, it's fine. Everything's fine.
This is the stubbornness that is my husband.
Everything is fine. How could I lose? I've got a banana. Oh, that's right. I hit that button. I've got a banana. How could I lose? I haven't even been using this.
Yeah.
This powerful banana. Do I want to open that blue chest just for more things? Probably. Well, I have 2 keys. I should hold on to them. I'm gonna blow up this chest. Oh, it actually did blow up.
Oh.
Alright, we're going in. Not with the Gungeon Ant. With my regular shotgun.
Just a regular, normal shotgun.
Regular gun.
That gun's just regular.
How much is the corgi found for me? Is it like a
1.
key?
No, 2. A key and a half heart.
Yeah. doesn't really make up for a lack of a different item in that slot. Oh my god, this face.
Our real corgi is better than that digital corgi. I'm still curious about the paradox because that run will be interesting because that is the method that you're able to unlock the last character that we don't have currently in the game, and it essentially is 2 runs that you have to do in a row to make it become unlocked. So I want to make sure that probably should be the next one that you do start, just to make sure.
Yeah, I could do a paradox run after this.
Just to make sure it fits in.
We can just roll over the little baby ones. Look at this jerk.
25 minutes. An hour 15. I think I want the meat to be going for at least 2 hours. Or 2 hours, 4 hours in there. But I think we'll be able to start the dough at the 75 mark. Just to let that rise. I'm gonna do the dough by hand rather than with the mixer, because I don't want to overwork it too much. It's something I've just like learned over time, that it's just like you gotta be real nice to bow dough.
A free key. Oh, what is this statue? To the forgotten bullet who laid down his arms. Will you? I will definitely. Well, it was worth it. I will definitely give up the Gungeon Ant. Here you go. At peace. Lift a gun another day. I don't remember what that does, but I'm definitely gonna do it. Is there another gun I don't care about?
Live to gun another day? Let's see. What was it called? Gun piece?
Maybe. I had like a peace symbol.
Fine.
I don't know how many of these guns I really care about. The regular shotgun and the Morning Star are very good. Oh, the Morning Star, if I get to the end of floor 5, is going to be incredible. The Brick Breaker, I might not use again. Depends whatever the effect is.
Don't. Heals the player for 1 heart in exchange for their currently held weapon.
Oh, it healed me? Okay. Well, whatever. I still feel good about getting rid of the Gungeon Ant. Look at that, I charged up the metronome in the next room.
Nuclear Throne? Is that a game?
Nuclear Throne is it's another roguelike shooting twin stick shooter like this.
Oh, okay.
That one, I think that one gets way more bonkers with like screen noise and numbers and stuff.
Oh, okay.
I've never tried it, but I watched it a couple times, and it's a little much. I like this game a lot. I don't know if I necessarily play a lot of shmups very often, and I feel like this game is at least a little more chill on
more
dodging
controlled.
projectiles. Airstrike. What does this do? Triggers a chain of missile strikes. Only the most daring pilots will fly low enough to enter the Gungeon. I don't know if I want that.
This is why this run has been like
No, I'm not gonna take
rude. It keeps giving you like use items,
yeah,
not good guns, not a lot of passives.
It's been not that great.
And yet he continues to play it.
I might just like go for beating this character's past. That seems
considering, yeah, I would.
That seems achievable.
Don't do the Lich run.
No.
That's definitely, with what you've been handed out with, seems like a bad idea.
Bum, 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 bum. Look at all these skeletons. Oh. Look at all these skeletons hanging out.
We've
Just
got
us.
some like.
Who would have thought? Not me.
I mean, in the end, we're all skeletons.
It's true. Really makes you think. Flip the table. Oh,
I wonder if Kanji was like considering going on the bed and then he saw the camera.
oh, because the camera's on his bed.
It's on the bed. He'll possibly just decide to be like,
He's
whatever.
being a good boy and he's saving. Oh, no, he's moving.
Where are you going?
What's in this room? Oh, it's one of these rooms. He dodged. Whoop.
I don't know where he went. He keeps moving. Meh. Back down. Is that like I have a hard time figuring out if it's the dog that gives you something or
I don't
that
think
was
so.
a room bonus.
I think the dog always does like the
Bark.
putting its head in the ground
Okay.
thing. I forget what it's a percent chance each time you clear a floor, or each time you clear a room, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, free key. Keep forgetting I have that thing where I can, when I
Get the
flip a
key.
table, I do more damage.
Like, please get the key.
I need to remember that I can do that.
Also, you only have 50 bullets.
Oh, yeah. Do I want to change my gun up? Not really. Bop. Oh. I couldn't shoot at that enemy because when it's doing the bullets spinning around it, it like absorbs any shots and sends it back to you. So I had to wait anyway.
Oh, okay.
I guess I'll change because the metronome basically reset.
Oh, because you got hit.
Yeah, I'll just use
At
the
that point, yeah,
I'll
that
just
makes
throw
sense.
some. Wait, I can't throw bananas in the next room. That's a shop. The shopkeep will get mad at me.
And then
Bouncy bullets with the banana. I could have bouncy banana bullets.
yes, for all the times you're using the banana right now.
The
Actually,
bouncing bullets are not bad.
they aren't.
It wouldn't really help with the Morning Star because there's nothing really to bounce.
Yeah.
I don't know what it would do for the Brick Breaker because these bullets already bounce. Would they keep bouncing? I'm gonna think about it. See what else I can spend money on. Wait, how am I supposed to get?
Oh, it finally started running.
How am I supposed to get in this room? Yeah. Oh, it's locked.
It's just locked with a key.
For some reason, like the icon didn't show up, and I thought it was just a room you had to kind of
Circle
go
around.
around
too.
to get to, and I'm like, oh, I don't have a way to get into it.
Weird.
And banana. Banana. Banana.
Did you get the bouncy bullets?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say
The banana kind of bounces.
it already bounces.
Yeah. Maybe the bouncy bullets wouldn't really help much, considering how many things that have that sort of bounce already. Actually, it's sad the bananas can't reload, so I don't have an active reload benefit for using them. But,
Because you're throwing a banana.
yeah. Banana. Nothing was over there. Banana. Banana. I might as well use all my ammo while I have it.
I mean, that makes sense.
I'm just chucking bananas.
But the banana really doesn't give you a lot of bananas.
No, it's only 50 bananas. I mean, that is still a lot of bananas, but not like in the scope of this game. I don't know what I would do if I had 50 bananas. That's too many.
I mean, the obvious thing to do is make a bunch of banana bread.
95 caliber jolter. Just a wide bullet. That's fine. Another gun muncher.
The game's just like throwing gun munchers at you.
I'm afraid I'll just put more things in the gun muncher and it'll just give me another bad gun.
Well, no, it gave you the regular shotgun.
That's true. I don't know if the regular shotgun was supposed to be good. I think I just got lucky with how it works. Something important to mention in the review, yeah, you cannot actively reload the banana. Therefore, we have decided to deduct points on the Metacritic score.
Oh, no.
Do I want to use a key to get a free item from that? I probably. I only have one more floor I'm doing, so I'll take an item. I was gonna say I'll take a free item, but technically it is not a free item because it is.
Nothing's free.
Cost a key. Let me through. Oh, there's another room here.
Ooh.
I would love to help you out with the map. Oh wait, I didn't complete the map because I haven't gotten in here yet. Oh, this is the guy that that talks with little faces, and also you can sell guns for money, which is I think a better use of this brick breaker than the gun muncher. I'll take money. There you go. Thank you. This enemy is actually not enemy. This merchant is actually here because of a floor that I haven't been to yet, but I don't know if I want to do it right now.
Yeah, that's one of those, like...
I also forget what I have to give it to go to the next floor.
That's easy. We could, like, look that up. Or just tell someone to look it up. And make sure. 30 minutes before
M1. Oh, that's... I hate this gun.
Right, so... Once that timer goes off, I'm gonna pull the meat out so we can see. This is kind of like roughly it would be the halfway point-ish. See how that looks. We'll kind of give it a nice little stir too, and we will probably start the dough.
I'm such a fool. You know why this run has been bad?
Is your bad? No.
I forgot.
I love you too, Jeffrey.
I forgot to put on this character's alternate costume. That's why it's been bad.
I've been surprised that you've not had that on.
I keep forgetting to do it. Dang it.
Welcome back, fella.
Uh-oh.
I feel like I've not seen this one a lot.
I don't get this boss much.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a pretty rare one. Been a bit.
Okay, boss, chill out.
Ooh, French toast. That's a good
Stand
call.
still for a second. Perfect. Oh, I got hit because I couldn't see it.
Whoop. Careful. Jeff has a melted ice cream sandwich.
I do. Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Where's the boss? Ha!
Ah, there we go. Finally.
Ha!
Finally. Oh, let's see. You came back, and then Kaji came back. Yes. So this is one of the Gungeoneers. She has a corgi with her. The corgi will occasionally... Oh, you have to show Bella the thing you can do with the corgi once this fight's done.
Yeah.
The corgi will occasionally find items. It's unfortunately not one of the best characters in the game compared to the other characters you could pick.
Only character with a corgi, though.
But only character with a corgi. You can pet that pup.
So I made a comment about the Gungeon Ant being my least favorite gun in the game. I lied, and I just remembered that I lied because this is my least favorite gun in the game. Oh, why does it have a set bonus? Special. I'm gonna pet the corgi. Feel better about this.
Pet that pooch. Pet that pooch. Where is my...
Why would a Molotov launcher be bad? Honestly, one of the biggest reasons is that the fire that it makes affects me also. Wait, this one doesn't affect me. Okay, it's not as bad. Typically,
could it be because of the
maybe because of the set bonus.
what was it called? Special Reserve?
Yeah.
I think was the bonus.
Molotov launcher and the double vision. Normally, any weapon that puts fire on the ground means I will sometimes walk into it by accident and then take damage. So I don't usually like it. Also, the initial hit doesn't do a whole lot. They have to be caught on fire to do much. But I'll give it a try because now it's spooky green and isn't setting me on fire. So maybe it's not as bad.
If the player also has the Molotov launcher, Molotovs create green pools of fire which do not harm the player and permanently light enemies on fire.
Yeah, okay, that sounds a bit better. Do I
A
want to
little
spend
better.
my money on ammo? No. I'm gonna.
Oh no, I get it, Bella. Like that. I feel like the petting the dog got added later in the game. Like one of the updates, I think, did it because I don't remember it doing that originally.
Oh, I was like, what is in my pocket? Oh, it was an extra button.
What? Give me that. This has been washed a
I know.
few
I
times.
think I've
It's
washed
kinda-
my pants, and there was a little plastic Ziploc in the back pocket with an extra button.
Okay.
That's surprising.
All right, so this is typically
Chamber 5.
Chamber 5 is the last floor before
Kapow!
there is a sixth floor that eventually gets unlocked. Does that get unlocked after you do one?
I think you have to
past?
beat the past at least once.
It might be the past of the main
don't
characters.
remember.
At one point, that gets unlocked in the game, and then there's a sixth chamber, and in there, then there's like a real big final boss thing that you could do. Yep, there is that sixth one, but this is the last one.
That hand's annoying. It just sets you back a room or two and makes you do it again. If I try to panic, I
You could fall into
will
the
fall,
lava.
so I try to dodge it simply, and I'll just do this room again. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna use this gun a little bit. See? I'm back where I was. It's weird, it resets rooms, but it also isn't always the same. It re-rolls what the enemies will be in that room.
Oh, okay.
So you
interesting.
don't always get the same thing. Looking for the last boss. What kind of the last boss?
So one thing I am gonna be doing very soon. We're gonna switch back for a little bit to food and drink. Jeff's game isn't gonna be the main focus for a bit. So I'm just gonna start switching over to that now. Food and drink. It's gonna be my time to shine. It's time to shine.
Ooh, ammo. I gave ammo for all my guns.
Oh, your
Oh,
guns.
another gun muncher.
I think every single floor that you've been on has had a gun muncher.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it
This game, 100%,
I don't like this game.
is one of my favorite games that Jeff would pick up occasionally and play just to sit and watch. Especially when I was just cooking in the kitchen, it's very entertaining to watch. I can't play this style of game. So, but the nice thing is, I've mentioned this earlier, if you have the Xbox Game Pass, you can play this game with the Game Pass for free. We have it on the Switch. That's what we're currently playing it on.
I got a mermaid shotgun.
Pixel, like Hades. Okay. I'm like, wait a second. So,
I still have to play Hades.
no, Hades is probably one we will. I know you'll pick up, and that's probably a
Yeah.
game I'll watch and play. I do know there's food in that game, so that will be that could be a kitchen co-op in the future. Okay, correct. I see the Hades and then ... Good. Is it still in early access or is it finally out? I think we've had this conversation, and then I forgot. I think it's like with this game too, when you start playing it, like Jeff's made it as far as he had because he's had...
I've died a lot.
How many runs have you done?
I think almost 80.
Okay. That sounds lower than I thought. I'm gonna soon be changing the camera in 10 seconds. The game's still kind of the focus, but we're gonna switch the camera so you guys can see the progress of this. One of the most important things to do when you're cooking with stuff in the oven is remind yourself that, hey, that pot was in the oven. Don't be a goober and...
Well, I think the dog went to dig something up, but nothing showed up.
I hate to see that.
Oh, you know what? It was probably money. Good job.
So one big thing
dog.
I always do, because I've made this mistake once. If I ever work with something that's coming in and out of the oven, I leave a mitt on top of stuff just so I don't forget that, hey, this is hot still. So you want to be careful. So this is about the halfway point, at least. It's probably going to go for another 2 hours. At least, maybe 2.5 hours. So I'm just kind of giving it a look, kind of giving it a stir. And you can see like the meat is still very like hard. It still needs more time, but this is like the halfway mark, if that. So it's doing that low and slow. I just wanted to give you guys a little visual so you could see it. It is, you can see it has a nice little like red tinge to it, and that's because it is the gochujang is in there, so it's a little spicy. Again, regular thing.
We also don't have smell-o-vision still.
Yep.
But it smells great in here.
It does smell very good in here. Also, hello, Athina, how are you? I'm like looking at my thing like, what the heck am I doing? We're gonna do this, this, and this. This, and this. Oh, now the sun has decided to come out and make everything go bright in here.
I kind of wish it was snowing here.
Oh, it's snowing.
That sounds nice. After a warm winter, I'll take a little bit of snow. Oh, why is this game being mean to me?
Because you keep doing this run where you should have walked away a while ago. 75 minutes. So that's an hour 15. I'm actually wondering if I'm starting way too early. I really, really, really wanted to do 4 hours. Yeah. I switched over and I lied. I'm gonna do 45 more minutes of nothing. 45 minutes of nothing for me. Well, I actually go back. No, I realized I'm like, I don't want to rush things because that'll be very dangerous to do. And if I start rushing it, it's not gonna... The dough will be a little worse. Ooh, Bella, I didn't know you were out in that area. I grew up in Chicago. Originally from Chicago. I forget. I'm bad. I'm bad at places. I'm the worst.
Let's see if love really can bloom on the battlefield.
Oh, this I like this person.
A perfect match. Woo! Another set bonus. AK-47.
Wow, you have a regular shotgun, regular old guns.
Regular old guns.
And my accent gives it away big time. The way I say egg, I think, is one of the bigger ones. So it's like, yep, you're definitely from Chicago. Oh, I wonder if my parents are getting any snow up there. They probably are. It's one of those, like, I think in the United States you could kind of there are definitely like areas that you could tell, like a Boston accent is a very strong accent. I think you're more okay. Jeff, eat your cookie. Eat it. Take a moment. Take a bite of your cookie.
What? It's getting there. I gotta finish the run. I got a big chest to get.
He's got.
I got my R2D2 friend. Oh, sorry, R2G2. Beep boop.
They're all very unique. Whoop! I swear, I need to like replace. I think because I'm doing the streaming stuff, I need to replace these. The nubbins here. They get attached to them sometimes.
If anyone wants to play this game, I'm not going to say anything specific about this room, but this room is cool looking, but also important. That's all I'll say.
Meat buns. Yeah. They are specifically an item that you can find in Gungeon. You just gotta keep on trying. I have several meat bun recipes on the site. I know another one that we'll probably do soon-ish. It's actually a lot quicker than the other one. Might be from Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. There's a set that I made a few weeks back, and that one's like, I would say that's probably the
It's boss time.
It's probably the easiest one to make on the site. Oh, okay, I'm sorry. It's serious mode boss time.
Boss time.
Okay, let's see. I do think this boss is really neat.
I also think if the boss doesn't move, it's going to make the Morning Star very good.
Oh, it's gonna get the heart extremely well.
Oh, it just travels away. It's weird. There we go.
Oh, it backs away when you... No.
I don't know what's causing it to move, but it's fine. It's working.
Interesting.
Oops.
So I'm also trying to behave myself. I like switched for a moment to food and cook and drink because I was like, oh, perfect. We'll start playing with the dough. And I'm like, no, Vicky, you gotta let the meat cook longer.
I think I want to swap
We don't want the
to
dough
this.
to rise too much. Oh, to the shotgun?
Yeah. Action roll. Action roll. Action roll.
Robot Dragon's always angry. I don't know if I... okay. Never mind. I was going to say, I don't know if I agree, but... You bought the gun, the thing to kill the past, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Just because the items you've gotten in this run haven't been, like, the most amazing.
I'm making do. Actually, the one item I got that's good is it's still the Riddle of Lead. This thing is just passively very good across the board.
Right, and I think it ate up your like really good slot, and then
Yeah.
for some reason you have gotten like
Yeah.
pretty low tier things. Beyond that, the metronome's good.
Woo! So, yay! Thank you for the bits.
bits. Woo! Celebration bits.
So, I guess for people that have not played the game before, that is when you first get the game, that is the last boss. I'm going to ignore this giant pit in the ground. That is the last boss, and when you come in here, you get what you came for, which is the gun that can kill the past. And as you can see, it is a gun that would not really work, but it faces backwards. I think normally when you first get to this point, this is the end of the game. Hey, pirates.
Hey, pirates. Also, I want to say thank you to Acumen again. Kind of got a little treat for them bits. Thank you so much for that.
Because I've done some things in the game, I actually get one more fight, and that is to kill the past of this character, which is the hunter. So let's see what their past was that caused them to come here in the first place. Coincidentally, I actually did this past 2 days ago when I was warming up again.
Oh yeah, you did.
So I know exactly what's going to happen.
It is funny. This is one of the games I really enjoy watching, but sometimes when I sit on the couch, I just knock out. And Jeff's like, I beat the story. It's like, yeah, sure you did.
Black Sword Manor, the past. So many years prior. Look, I got a different doggo. A faithful companion keeps the hunter company. But now I take all my items away, and always set me up with the same sort of setup. We got some people with spooky looking helmets. A black sword soldier. He's unconscious, but not for long. Better hurry. Shh, zip it, Junior. Oh, I didn't mean that. Oh, I can't. I haven't learned how to pet this doggo in the past. It took the character 1,000 years.
Oh my goodness.
Each of the characters, each of the Gungeoneers in the game have their own unique past, so this is one of them. I don't know what they're using this for, but I know it can't be good. Welcome, you finally made it.
It is really a tragic and past to have.
Dr. Wolfenclaw, we meet again. Since you seem so interested in my work, I'm sure you'll be thrilled to assist me in my latest experiment. Never. You and your whole bogus religion are twisted. I'm here to stop you. And cost science 100 years of advancement? I think not. Besides, I don't intend on making it optional. Bum bum bum. I assure you, it is futile to resist. Futile, whatever the word is. Your new body isn't quite ready. I didn't expect you quite so soon. Don't worry, though. You'll be kept nice and fresh in one of these cryopods until then. Hoo foo 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 foo. It's a good laugh. Is this the end? So I think what the game is that these characters meet these sort of like these grisly ends, and they want to go to the past to fix what happened. So in this case, I can resist and use a blank because I came back. Such technology? How? No matter. Oh no! It's Dr. Wolf's monster, the monstrous machine.
This is all of the past do have like game references. Clearly, this is the Wolfenstein like ridiculousness. Oh, you leaving, Con?
Oops.
It's like I'm good. Yeah, exactly. The Mecha Hitler.
Pew, pew, pew. Generally, these fights aren't too bad. There is one past that I think is incredibly difficult to do, and I'm really happy that I'm not doing that one. I'm doing a nice easy one. But yeah, they're mostly just like celebrations you got that far. They're also all very good references in their own sense.
I mean, even the one that's really hard, the bullets, is a.
At least it's finally over. Come on, Junior, let's get out of here.
Junior's like, I'm doing what I'm gonna do.
Yay! Also, the music in this game is great.
Oh yeah, no, I think it's very, very, very good.
Yeah.
But you can.
This is the version with the rapping because you beat it.
Oh, which yeah, Sam mentioned that he knew the music, the person who does it.
Mm-hmm. Dose 1.
Dose 1. So we have not played Exit the Gungeon. Because is it currently on mobile right now? I think eventually it's supposed to be. They were like releasing something this year, right? Yeah. So we have not played it. Yes. So I think once it comes out on the PC, we'll probably will. I assume they'll probably add more items because this game is really good, and I'd love to make more. Killed by nobody. You did it. You did great.
Woo!
I do know they're also releasing Enter the Gungeon House of the Gundead, which is a actual cabinet thing that's supposed to come out in March this year. I know the development team's out in Austin, so I'm hoping that there'll be a cabinet. There might already be a cabinet out there, because it would be neat to go check that out.
I should have done this earlier. She has a costume of her previous dog.
Junior too.
Yeah. You get extra costumes for each character when you beat their past. So you don't get to start with them. I feel bad I forgot.
Okay, so I think you should do a paradox run.
Murdago. See that smirk again. Oh, you're in the way.
And the character's just smirking. It's just like, yeah, pet that dog.
Dog gets real into it.
I think that's one of the few flaws of Kanji. He does not like. He has moments where he'll get into like the rubs, but we've never had him like kick his back leg. I think maybe once it's happened.
This character is the best Gungeoneer. Also adorable. And also has hilarious other costumes.
I think it's funny that they have two costumes.
I don't think they had two before. I think this one is new.
Yes, I don't remember it from when you were playing about a year ago or so.
Okay, Paradox time.
Paradox. So this is a character that Jeff has not played. You could go ahead and, I guess, go through the...
Yeah, so this is a character that they added, not recently, but recently since I played last. I think the way it's supposed to work, it costs 5, those are hegemony credits. I have enough where basically hegemony credits are things you keep from run to run, and you spend those to unlock more things to get. So they're sort of the progress you keep even if you die in a run, or beat it. But this character gives me... I think it gives me one of the other Gungeoneer's random weapons, their starting weapons, and gives me another random gun and a random passive item. I don't know anything else about them, but it looks spooky.
It sounds right. And I think every time you die? No, it doesn't sound right. Your character will change what they look like.
So apparently one of the items I got is cursed.
Oh, strong start.
Oh wait, every time I'm dodging, it's changing which character I look like. It's hard to see because it's so weird and
That's the
pixel.
pilot?
Maybe. What did I start with? Oh,
That's why.
I started with a cursed weapon, a baseball bat. Well, let's see what happens.
How cursed is Casey?
I think it's just one amount of curse. I think there's,
Okay.
well, I don't know exactly how it works. I think there's an amount of being cursed you get, and when you get more cursed, there's a higher chance of jammed enemies to appear, and they are the bright red enemies. They have more health and do more damage. Also, cursing, I believe, increases the amount of money you get. So it's beneficial, but also can make the game harder. Oh, and this is for Crow, since we mentioned it before. This is a blue dog that wants to go fast. Want to go fast? I can say, radical. Oh yeah, this is happening. It just speeds up the speed of the game. I haven't really played it much because I feel like I'll just run into bullets faster. I don't know what else it would really do.
Also note the chili dogs and the onion rings around it.
How's it going, Speedster? Just one in the chat. You haven't run into my nemesis, Nick, have you? He's a robot. Old robot Nick. We always called him. He's a doctor. So he's Dr. Robot Nick?
What?
They really worked on that pun to get the reference as good as they could.
Jeez.
Can you slow things down again? No problem. Boop, boop, boop. The most of the characters in here, well, definitely all the characters in here. This character is a really cool thing you could turn on. This thing is annoying, and this is also very annoying. Those characters and this character and basically everyone else in here, minus like 2 people over there, don't start in the lobby. These are all things that you get as you play the game and find them in the dungeon. So it's one of the cool things the game does, like a lot of roguelikes, where the more you play, more stuff kind of gets added. But time for me to go get killed with my baseball bat.
I do think TV says it right. That character looks like something that you see out of a corrupt save.
Yeah, definitely.
Which is funny. There is a boss in this game. There's a chest that'll drop that looks that weird glitchy look, and then it forces you into a boss that's just like glitched out. I think you've only seen it.
I've seen it once.
And then I know our friend Renee, he ran into it like once. Like we were on the plane and we were like, "What is going on with your game?" And it's something just actually in it.
I have another item I didn't know I had. Ballistic boots. Movement speed increased. In an attempt to make a pair of boots that fired bullets, the wizard Albin Smallbore accidentally created these. Each step feels like being shot out of a cannon.
I think that's one of the big things with the roguelikes, is just when you start you have nothing, and then as you keep kind of playing it, it kind of like gives you upgrades, but it still has that like difficulty in it.
I'm a little confused because I have a rusty sidearm, but this looks different. It's like shiny and the shots are like pink.
Is it?
I don't know. I don't think it's a set bonus because when I go over, it doesn't.
It doesn't highlight. Let me take a look real quick.
I don't know. It's like less rusty.
Side.
This is also the weapon I started with, the extra weapon. It is cursed. It is called Casey. It is really good and really dangerous to use because it has no ammo uses. You just swing it. The thing is, it can knock back projectiles and it can knock enemies really far. But you have to get up close to use it, like that. It's extremely good, and also I'm gonna get shot a bunch for being too risky.
Jeff, I think because at some point you must have defeated the Hunter's Pass with her alternate skin on. It unlocked an alternate skin for the gun.
Okay, does it do anything different, or is it just cool looking?
It's just a different.
I didn't know. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, that.
Oh, I don't.
That is kind of neat. I didn't know that.
Also, when I hit an enemy, they go flying into another enemy. Pow! It's very, very strong, and also it's very dangerous to use. That's why I'm like, it's good and bad. I have to swap because they're dynamite. I don't want to.
Oh, you ran right into it. No.
Pow. I guess I could play this weapon a lot safer if I don't want to run up to enemies. Oh, I don't want to get near this thing. It's going to blow up. Batter up. Achoo! It's only some cheese on this table. Wait, I can just do little swings?
Oh, interesting.
Oh.
Yeah, that's for sure. A lot of the modern roguelikes like to have that kind of like progression as you're kind of playing.
Can I knock back? No.
Not when it's doing the little swings.
Oh, no, I don't think it's... I think it's just doing the animation but not finishing it. So it's not as cool as I thought.
Run in the face.
I could also just be safe with my beautiful pistol. I guess I'm trying to unlock the next character.
Yeah, I
since
think
I'm
that should be your goal. So I don't know if
Okay.
you're wanting to go.
I don't know if I want to do this, but I'll do it just in case I want to change my mind.
That makes sense.
It's a little setup
Kind
for...
of prep for that if you need to.
I do like the passive item I got that lets me move faster, because just generally it's good to be able to dodge things easier. Especially if I have a bat, it lets me run up a lot easier because I can get up to them before they finish their attack. Oh, still zooming in. Maybe the bat is good. Especially against these things. As long as I don't get too close and get hit by the other shots. Choo! Home run. Is it only looking for specifically exclamation point menu?
Myself as I did that. Hello, bot? Are you still alive? Why is it?
I guess it's very particular.
Oh,
about
that's
its
so
menu.
funny that it does that. That's unfortunate because... Dang. Meat buns. But right now, we currently have the meat in the oven cooking. Doing a nice slow cook. We are at an hour... No. Hold on a second. Hour and a half?
Two favorite things.
Hour 45. The two favorite things. Just calm down.
No.
75. Yeah, so we're at about an hour and 40 minutes into their cook time. I want them to be in the oven for between 3 to 4 hours. Once we hit that 2-hour mark, we're going to start preparing our dough. So we don't want the dough to be rising for too long. So that gives it the 2 hours, because I'm not going to be putting it in the proofer to stay warm or anything, so it's going to have...
Oh my goodness, he's nesting. He's fixing his bed to be perfect. Wait, he's almost got it. He's gonna get it. There he goes.
Fix that camera.
Gonna fight the boss on this floor and then take a short break to eat my melted ice cream sandwich.
Ice cream soup.
Oh. crow, don't look. Yep.
Oh, that's interesting. So the character on the side is going to change depending on which one you've rolled into. I like that.
This boss is way too dangerous to melee, so I'm going to have to take this slow. Also too dangerous to leave these explodey barrels as active. But I'm fast, which means the boss can't catch up to me like it normally can, which will make this a lot easier, which is good. Set them on fire. I could try to melee the boss, or
don't forget
knock some of these back. What was that?
Your blanks and stuff, because you do have 3.
I could try to knock some of these back, but it's too risky because I really want to see if I can beat this without getting hit. So I get extra health, because I'm going to need it. Even right now, I think running up to melee is going to be too dangerous. Which I'm sad about, because it's going to be slow. I panicked and hit a blank, but that's okay. Better to panic and not get hit.
Agreed.
Yeah, you usually can't run fast enough to go wide in all the shots, because see the boss kind of like spreads out to catch you. But with the speed boots,
I was really good.
Yeah. Oh, and then the sad demise.
The boss is very good, and like the names of the bosses are very on point.
Bum, bum,
The
bum.
team did a good job of just like the ridiculous names.
I've seen this weapon before. Hammer.
Many bullets.
Many bullets. If you take a look at the bottom right corner of the screen, you will see that each of these weapons have their like ammo count there. The hammer, the last bullet in a magazine actually fires a hammer at the enemies, which is why there's a little hammer right there.
Because of course it does. Because of
I
course.
think it seems like he accidentally left one of his tools in the clip. It's good.
That's very good.
Yeah, I'm going to take a quick break and eat something. How's the cooking going?
I have about 16 minutes until I go again. So we could just kind of chill for a little bit with looking at some different weapons. Yes, let's see what we got. Actually, I guess you could pass me the controller and I could just like go through. Oh, the Star Pew. Charge sequentially for more shots. So, obviously, this is the ice cream sandwich attack, Jeff. Uh-oh. Stardew Valley. A little watering can. A watering can used by the bulletkin who lack even a fundamental understanding of agriculture. I think this one works similar to the in Stardew, where you like could charge it up and then it does more ridiculousness. That's just from one of the bosses. That's just a skull thing. That's a trash cannon. Oh, this one's no, not that one. The face melter is kind of ridiculous because it's one that as you squiggly squiddly wee hoo hoo. As you play it, and then when you reload it, it drops an amp down. Right? That's just a thing it does by default, which is actually a pretty neat little weapon. Unfortunately, musical talent and gungeoneering skill do not often overlap. Any damage caused by this gun has little to do with the gun. Of course, there's a tentacle, because why wouldn't there be? That's weird. Oh, there's your favorite gun. Gungeon hand. the the silencer, which is just like a pillow. When you reload it, it kind of is like you're fluffing a pillow, which I like that. Oh, this gun's ridiculous. Jeff said that the black hole is probably the best gun in the game. It shoots like big old black holes that like bring things into it, right? Like the enemies into it. And it absorbs every projectile, which is wild. Day of the Tentacle. Ooh. Ooh. That's a beehive. Shoots bees. Bzz. A beehive. Nature's gun. Give it a good shake and let the bullets fly. Warning, do not go shaking beehives. Cactus gun, 1,000 needles. Low damage, high rate of fire. So, I mean, but we got some Final Fantasy in here. Because of course you do. Remnants of gun cacti can be found throughout the gungeon, but no one is certain as to their source. Perhaps they hail from a yet undiscovered chamber? Regardless, their impressive needle capacity is a boon to any gungeoneer. Oh, the BSG, big shooty gun. A gungeoneer classic, and one of the first to be imported through the Gungeon Acquisitions Department. The BSG's powerful blast will make short work of nearly any gun dead. It's a very good one, yeah. And then developer for the publisher, like the publisher, developers, is who helped publish the game. Smells of rum.
I'm trying to think of any pretty great references. The light gun is pretty self-explanatory. The last shot in the magazine fires a duck from Duck Hunt.
Yep. Very good.
I'm sure there's some references here that I just like glaze over. Super meat gun, as obvious. Sunlight javelin, little Dark Souls. Make enemies grossly incandescent. This javelin was born from the chemistry of two heroes who conquered the gungeon together. Pretty good. A lot of the weapons are not just like fire bullet, but a lot of them do interesting things. Like the flame hand, it says 2d6 plus int. This actually has like a dice roll every time you attack, and it changes the size of the bullet and the damage it does each time. So that's pretty neat. We got I was really confused when I was gonna unlock this gun because it was like, why are there drugs in the game? Why am I unlocking heroin? But then I realized I was spelling it wrong, and it is in fact the arm of a famous bounty hunter. I realized my mistake soon after I picked it up, and I was like, oh wait, of course, I'm an idiot. Okay.
Okay, so first floor cleared without taking damage with the boss.
Yeah. I don't know if I should go to the intermediate floor or just go and open up a chest. This gun's terrible.
Something I was actually curious about, since you're going to have to do 2 runs in a row, do you keep all your items or does it like restart the run?
I think it completely restarts.
Okay, with the next character. Interesting.
Oh, these are all blue. I'm going to open up one and then just go to the next floor. This one. Cluster mine. That's fine. It's okay. I'll break these.
Oh, you're gonna break. So just in case we get to the best friend. Oh wait, why did it explode?
Sometimes they blow up.
Oh, instead of giving junk.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting.
That's why I always stand back when I'm blowing them up, because there's a chance they explode.
That makes sense.
And it will hurt you. Nope, just junk. Next time, use a key. Okay, that's fine. Oh, what did this have?
I don't remember.
I might have spent too much money, but let's see. This is extra health, and I think it drops poison when you get hurt. I forget what this does. I think it hatches eventually, and I don't know what sponge does. This is kind of tempting just to have more health.
More health to make it through the run.
Yeah. But I already have one thing. I'm gonna just keep going. That's fine. Bum, bum, ba-dum, bum. Unfortunately, the baseball bat is really good, and also I'm a little afraid to keep using it because I'm gonna get hurt a bunch.
It's a high risk, high reward item for sure. I'm gonna go grab.
And it cursed me a little bit. Maybe I should use a different gun's ammo and then the baseball bat. Oh wait, these projectiles are also pink. Maybe just the Paradox fires pink bullets. I didn't think about that. That would make sense. Pew, 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 pew. I don't like the flare gun very much. It's really weak, and you have to just let the fire do its thing. Yep. A lot of great things to spend money on. Maybe I should have bought the sponge. I'm charging my bat. Oh. This is a secret that I did not go after.
Right, for that you have to actually get an item from that in-between floor, 1.5. Not take any damage, and then be able to do that. That opens up the in-between floor on this set, right?
Yeah. But the in-between floor in this set, I don't really see the point of. It's not very good. So, just set up a chain reaction for that poor soul. I noticed these shots are all like pink like that. On this gun, it's the same. So I think it's just it's a paradox effect. That's why it looks weird.
Oh, interesting. The gun shooting. Okay.
The projectiles, yeah.
The projectiles. That's interesting.
Probably get up to this boss or this enemy. Oh, I got hurt. I'm a fool.
Big fan of the bullet. The bullet is a very good, a very silly gun.
There is a... Is that the gun?
I think it's the bullet that does that.
There is a gun that is a bullet that... No, there's a gun that is a bullet that fires guns that fire bullets. So when you shoot,
That's the bullet, right?
It shoots a gun that spins around firing bullets. Yeah. There's another one that's it's a shell.
Yeah, it fires bullet and then shell.
There's one that fires multiple shotguns, and when the shotguns hit something, all the shotguns fire. Honestly, they sound cool. In practice, it's so much visual noise that it's really hard to like not get hurt by your own things. I can't use a bat against this enemy. Oh, I almost rolled off. Yeah. I was so excited to use a bat. And the enemy was like, I'm on an island. Oh, that's cool. My use just got bonked by that because I was looking at the thing on the ground. I made these little grenades. I guess they just blow up when enemies walk on them. I didn't use it till now. It just was like, I don't know, whatever. It's fine. Nope. Found the boss. I will come back to that later.
Attempt to set up for our next switch.
Fire second time, please. Thank you. A free key. chest. Oh, they gave me ammo, and I haven't used any of my other ammo for the most part. Guess I should be using my ammo. I suppose. Here's a hammer. Pop. Oh, they gave me ammo again. So nice of them. I'll take this. I'll take loot. Oh, I like this item. It's Space Friend. Let's go, Space Friend. Enter the Gungeon Bullet. I bet that gives at least a couple results you weren't looking for. There are surprisingly a large amount of bullets in this game. I really don't like the flare gun, but I don't want to give up my other two weapons, so hopefully... Well, not hopefully, I don't want bad guns, but if the game does give me a bad gun, then at least I can get rid of it. So that's pretty okay. Pew 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 pew! Got a hammer. Pachoo! I don't know if I want to use a key on a blue chest, but I might not have any other options. I'll hold on to it. I'll still be a bit greedy. Okay. Boss number 2. Do I want to buy health? I feel like nah, boss number 2 is not gonna kill me. I'll see what happens. I might get hurt. I'm not gonna die to it though. Oh no, I hate this one. I spoke too soon. The Ammoconda Shell Serpent. Get to the middle, use that. Can't see anything. Forgot that they are windy. It ate something, so it got stronger, much like the Python game. Let's clear the screen a little bit. Come over here where I put my traps. I've got lovely traps here for you. I didn't die. It wasn't great, but I didn't die. Oh. Okay, that's a very, very good result. Victoria's gonna come back and see what gun I just found and laugh. Because this gun is probably going to guarantee that if I make it to the last boss, I'll be okay. The chamber gun is very, very, very good. What it normally does is, on every floor, and every secret floor, it does something different. It always shares the same ammo count, and some of the different types that it does are proportionally have less or more ammo, but it shares the same total. It does something different on each floor, but anytime I perfect a boss like the first floor, I can take that floor's variety of this gun and use it on other floors. So this is actually the first version, which just fires things like this. But if I were to reload it, it's a different kind, and this is for floor number 2, which is a different thing. So, look what I just got. Yeah. So the reason why I'm excited for this is that on the last secret floor, the chamber gun becomes extremely good. I did. I got hit a couple times. It wasn't great. It was the Ammoconda. I don't like that boss. The chamber gun becomes extremely, extremely good against the last boss, and honestly, I'm going to not use it and try to get to the last floor. And if I do, then I'll feel pretty confident.
I forget how this works with the...
This character doesn't have a past to kill.
I know it doesn't have a pass.
So I have to beat the 6th floor.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to make sure. I'm actually going to start swapping. We're going back to food and drink. You're allowed to talk as much as you want.
No.
Yeah. Oops. Wait, I never switched? Oops. I thought I switched this back to Gungeon, but I guess I didn't. Oopsie. Huh? What? Oh, you're fine. I was saying I never switched the, we're fine. Anyway. Yeah. Oh. Alright, so now I'm actually gonna behave myself and... Whoops. Whoopsie-doozle. So now we're gonna go ahead and start making our dough. The dough is not too difficult to make. If I can follow my own instructions. Yeast, water, and honey. Oh, sit for 5 minutes. So I need 1 cup of warm water. I'm gonna let my water start warming up over here. I need it to be between 98 to 100 degrees. We don't want it to be too hot because that will kill the yeast as you're doing that, which is a big no. I guess I forgot to just switch when we were... I thought I did, and then I guess I didn't hit the enter button. Where is my... Here we go. I need y'all to, like, if I'm in the wrong section when we're obviously focused on one thing, please let me know. I guess I tend to imagine I did things and then oopsie daisy. I'm gonna keep that water running just in case. My water does need some time to always warm up. Okay, so it's currently sitting at about 101, which is a good temp. Let me go ahead and turn it off. Let me check real quick if I have yeast over here. Yep. Oh my gosh. How much yeast did I buy? This is a container that's just not open at all. Oops. This one's awful. 1.5 teaspoons. So like if you buy like little bags of yeast, that'll typically be 2.25 teaspoons, so that you would not use a full thing of that with this. So I just have the yeast in there right now. I'm going to take this little whisk, kind of mix it all together until it's well combined. So what we're going to be doing right now is we're going to wait for it to kind of get nice and frothy and looking good. We're also going to 1.5 tablespoons. One. Just like trying to think. Huh? Throwing in the coconut oil and the honey in there, just so that all kind of melts nicely together. The honey makes the sound that honey makes. And then I'm going to go ahead and whisk all of that together. gently whisk it all together so I don't make a mess on the table. I like the use of the coconut oil in here because it is giving the dough a little bit of that fat. I've seen a lot of recipes where it'll use like a canola oil or a vegetable oil. This one I decided to go with the coconut because it does add a little bit of a sweeter flavor compared to other oils that you would use, which is it kind of balances nicely with the spice of the interior from the meat. So I'm just going to go ahead. We're just going to let that sit there. Again, this is one of my little, like, if you want to avoid ants in your pantry, I always put any of the sweet things in a Ziploc bag, kind of hidden away so that it's a little less tempting for them. So while we have this over here sitting, before we go ahead and start like pouring it in and mixing it into the flour, I'm going to go ahead and mix all of the ingredients that are needed for the flour. So because the combination recipe says it's the sausage and pepper, and we're not using sausages in the recipe. I think the biggest reason was I didn't want to take I didn't want to use pork just so Jeff could enjoy these bao. So instead I went in and added like seasoning that would typically be found in a sausage into the dough. So we have the use of fennel seeds, ground fennel seeds and fenugreek, and the two flavors kind of give it that nice Italian sausage like flavoring minus the pork. So I'm gonna go ahead and we put about 2 teaspoons of the fennel, 1 teaspoon of the fenugreek, just gonna kind of have that there. We're gonna add 2 teaspoons of the baking powder. Again, this helps to make for a nice light fluffy consistency for the dough. That is typical of a bao dough. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. Ta-da! So that's like our main seasoning of the dough itself. A lot of bao dough will just be flour and water and the yeast and baking soda. Nothing more beyond that, just to keep it real simple and make sure that the flavor is mostly coming from the filling in the inside. And then I need 3 cups. We're using all-purpose flour. That is the one that I've seen mostly recommend. I've seen some recipes that'll call like for cake flour sometimes. I've had the most luck with it rising and behaving itself with the all-purpose flour. I think most recipes typically suggest that. That's 1 cup. And the good thing is I have a whole bag of flour. So I knew this container was going to be running out soon. Let me quickly kind of like dust this off. The old stuff, and then put the new stuff in here.
Quick update. I just got a gun, and it's called a barrel, and it said nothing easier, and it shoots fish. I'm shooting fish out of the barrel and leaving a mess.
Wow.
I feel bad for these fish.
I'm so rude to the fish. 1 cup of flour is only in here, and then the other cup of flour is not. in there, so we're gonna go ahead and remember how much was put in. So, obviously, if people are ever curious, my flower of choice is the King Arthur flower brand. I've had a lot of luck with it. It's